I'm Chris. I'm doing the work. I'm going to start questioning difficult beliefs and see how true they are. So, the belief that I'm working with kind of comes up. I can think it came up today. Um, and I start thinking, like, hey, I'm not creative enough, or I need to be more creative. And I imagine all of these things I need to be doing or creating or kind of like producing, neat things. So, the belief I was just kind of sitting at the library and I had this like sudden, just reading a book, and then I got really distracted. Like, oh, you're not creating anything cool. You should be more creative. Um, so the first question is it true? I should be more creative. In this situation, I'm in the library just reading a book. No, it feels kind of silly. I'm just there in the library. There's nothing to be more creative about. So how do I react? What happens when I believe the thought? Well, like I said, I kind of just got immediately distracted, started judging myself, and like kind of like was just enjoying my book, reading it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh no, I'm just in like imagining some other thing I wanted to do or something like that. And I think I also kind of judge myself, saying like, oh, you're lazy, you're wasting your time reading this book. You should go be more creative. So I definitely react by being distracted and kind of start daydreaming, and also feeling like I'm not good enough or I'm doing something wrong in this moment. So in this situation, who would I be without this belief? I need to be more creative. I feel like I would just be still reading my book, enjoying it, just peaceful and in there in the moment, not trying to think of something I need to do in the future or some way I want to change myself. So some of the turnarounds could be, in this situation, I don't need to be more creative. Is it true? Okay. Yes, in the sense that in that moment, I am being exactly as creative as I could be. It's just a should. It's like this moment should be different, and I'm opposing reality in this sense. Like I'm exactly as creative as I could be in that moment. There is no way I could be more or less creative. It is exactly as it should be. That is what is. And in that situation, I'm reading this book, and there it is. Like that's it. There's no way to change that. Also, like it's also very creative. Like yes, and maybe another turnaround is in this, I already am creative. So are there things I'm doing that are already creative? And like, yeah, even the fact I'm reading this book, it's giving me ideas. It's making me think. It's just piquing my curiosity, which is one of the things you need to be creative anyway. So in that moment, I already am creative, and there's all this kind of just potential there that I think is really, it's always there. There's always that creative potential, and it's like these judgments and stuff like I need to be more creative or something should be different. Kind of like it sets you apart from it because you're like denying reality, denying what is, and when you're judging it, you're just pushing it away, and it's pretty stressful. So I'm exactly as creative as I possibly could be, as I should be in any moment. Like there's no more or less creativity. Any story that I tell myself about being more or less creative is just purely imagined. It's not reality. So I am already creative enough in the moment. Everything's fine. So thanks for doing the work.